let's talk about it. Today, I will be reacting to part 2 of these childish, demonic, insane in the midbrain, woke liberals that still can't get over the fact that Kamala Harris lost to Big Don at the election. FYI, Kamala Harris is stuck on a $20 million debt because of that loss. Just had to throw that out there for the ones who do not know. Anyway, if y'all just tuning in, hit that like button so that way it can help out with the algorithm moving forward. Also, hit that notification bell so that way you could be notified every time I drop a video. Without further ado. Yeah, I know, here we go again. It's going to be a rough one. I don't want to hold you. Let's go.
Black women are the only demographic in this country that loves America. I said it. That's clearly what it is. Black women are the only group in this country that loves America. We are the only group that shows consistently with our vote that we love this country and that we are willing to vote not only for what would help us, but for all. Black women are the only group that vote in the interest of all, and we keep showing up to try to save this country, and people keep being like, nah, actually, fuck you. That's what keeps happening. Black women get treated the worst because people who are non-white want to aspire to whiteness because they hope that if they get close enough to whiteness that they get the benefit of whiteness, or that the white people will forget that they are not white. And the same with white women. You hope that your whiteness and your alignment with whiteness will help white men to forget that you are a woman and that your whiteness will save you. And also, white women are kind of used to being subjugated, and they're much more okay with it than we realize. But black women are the only people who love this country. You cannot tell me any different. The numbers say it. The numbers say that black women are the only people who really give a fuck about maintaining this country. And the rest of y'all finna learn, the rest of you non-blacks are finna learn that they think y'all are black women too. They think y'all are black women too. They just use the fact that you don't want to be black and you don't want to be a black woman to manipulate you. They want to use the fact that you want to be white and that whiteness is a beacon to you to weaponize your own ignorance and your own desires against you. You'll never be white. You'll never be white, and white people will never respect you. They will never respect you, and that is the only thing that you have left to figure out. And then we'd be fine. But honestly, fuck y'all.
And furthermore, as it relates to black men and poor white men, that patriarchy has y'all in a chokehold because you feel like you're right up against it. You feel like the only thing that's holding you back from having absolute power is getting rid of your blackness or getting rid of your poverty. It's so much to unpack here. I could write a whole thesis. I'm tired. Actually, get out my face.
Man, the craziness. You can't make this up, man. It shows. I mean, first of all, I thought y'all despise white women because y'all be saying, quote unquote, they be stealing y'all men. You know, us black men. But yet y'all be getting with white men because they're more generous than us black men, though. I just throw this on the table, man. Look, listen. She and other liberal women are living under a strong delusion, man. This election really had exposed how brainwashed and dumb that women like this has become. You can't make this up. I'm telling y'all, this victim mentality and using this race card just to get what you want without getting off your lazy asses and work for the things that y'all whine, cry, and complain about needs to stop. I'm telling y'all, the Democrats really did an excellent job of mind effing y'all, to say the least. Next clip.
If you're a black man and you voted for Trump, I hope that cop beats you so good. I really, really do. I really, really do. I'm wishing it on you. Love you. Not really. Make sure your homeboy record it and send it to me. I will post it and laugh.
Help me! Help me! Pretend like this some shit that I'm finna be embarrassed about, bro. Like, I ain't never been so fucking devastated behind an election. And it's just like, when you a black woman surrounded by black men and they say all this shit like, oh, he's not that bad and oh, he just hates everyone, bro. Like, it was my brother homeboy I was talking to the other day, a black man, and I found out that he's a Trump supporter. I'm like, he does not like you. And he was like, oh no, he just don't like everybody. What? So that's a good candidate for you? Someone who just fucking hates everybody? Like, what? And I'm fucking crying in my room this morning. My brother gonna come up in here and say, what's wrong with you? Like, he can't think of one possible reason why I would be upset right now, bro. These niggas are so fucking, they live on another planet. And it's because none of this shit affects men. That's That's why. Men don't give a fuck about nothing that don't directly affect them. If it does not directly affect men, they do not give a fuck. And motherfuckers hating women is the whole reason he got elected in the first place. The first time he got elected, he ran up against a woman. Second time, he ran up against a man, and it wasn't even a good fucking candidate, and he lost. He ran up against a woman again, and he won, because y'all just fucking hate women. That's all it is. We couldn't even get a white lady in office. Of course, they wouldn't go vote for no fucking black lady. And it's like people just, either people don't give a fuck, or they're genuinely not grasping how fucked this shit is. And it's just like somebody commented on my last video when I was like, in the club, we all crying, talking about, oh, y'all are so dramatic. Dramatic? This is dramatic? Like, this is an extreme underreaction. Dramatic will be marching down to that fucking White House and burning that bitch down. That's dramatic. You don't want to see dramatic. This is nothing. Like, we are fucked. We're literally doomed for the next 4 years at demons.
Facts. Demons. Look, listen. Here's my thing. Where was all this energy at when Hillary Clinton was going against Donald Trump? Where was this energy at? Crickets. And again, I doubt y'all despise white women. The hypocrisy, man. And furthermore, to say the least, listen, the ones that keep saying that we hate women, well, there's the proof of evidence right here that says otherwise. If anything, those type of women right there, they hate men. And it shows. It shows with all the gaslighting manipulation tactics. If y'all don't see this, I don't know what y'all seeing, man. And for the record, Donald Trump is not a sexist. He's not a misogynist. Because if that was the case, then why in the hell he elected a woman by the name of Susan Wiles as the White House Chief of Staff? Explain that. And she's the first ever woman to be picked as the White House Chief of Staff. Not only that, Donald Trump has more women in his cabinet than men. Look this up. I'm not BSing y'all. Look it up on Google. And also too, man, there's a real reason why we, not only just us men, but also women too, in every single race, have voted for Donald Trump. For two reasons, even though there's a lot more reasons than just the two that I'm finna throw out right now. One, our borders need to be safe. Something that Biden and even Kamala Harris, the vice president, failed to do. Especially Kamala Harris. Why? Because that's her job as vice president to secure the border. And she didn't do that. She failed to do that on purpose. And two, our economy is messed up. It's tired of being broke. Which is Joe Biden had messed up the economy anyway by giving out billions of dollars to Ukraine. Billions of dollars to Ukraine for a war that we have zero to do with. Now, don't get me wrong. It's nothing wrong with helping out other countries, you know, to say the least. But make sure our house is taken care of first. Make sure our priorities is taken care of first before helping out others. And furthermore, when Donald Trump is in office on January the 20th, he's going to do exactly what he says. He's going to get the undocumented migrants, not the ones that are documented in this country. We're talking about the undocumented ones, the illegal migrants that's here, that committed a crime here by just coming here illegally, by not going through all the procedures or protocols to be here legally in this country. They gotta go. Sorry. They gotta go. And that right there is also messing up our economy. More population in our country is going to lead to more debt in our country than we already in right now. 35 point something trillion debt that we will never pay back. I'm sorry to say, but if times were different, we probably wouldn't be having this situation. But our country is messed up over here. with our economy. It's time for y'all to go back to where y'all came from and try to make y'all country great again. Just like we got to make our country great again. But it is what it is, man. Next clip. I'm going to play this out loud because I'm not trying to get hit with no copyright strike. But here we go.
In her own words, Sanger pushed for a society that limited births to those she deemed fit to have children.
I think the greatest sin in the world is bringing children into the world that have disease from their parents, that have no chance in the world to be a human being, practically. Delinquents, prisoners, all sorts of things just marked when they're born.
In 1916, Sanger opened the country's first birth control clinic. As a member of the American Eugenics Society, she advocated improving the genetic composition of humans through controlled reproduction of different races and classes. She often wrote about the issue in the journal she founded, called the Birth Control Review. In 1919, writing,
I personally believe in the sterilization of the feeble-minded, the insane, and the syphilitic. The most urgent problem today is how to limit and discourage the over-fertility of the mentally and physically defective.
Many point to a 1923 New York Times interview as proof of Sanger's racist motives, in which she referred to people as weeds, saying,
It means the release and cultivation of the better racial elements in our society, and the gradual suppression, elimination, and eventual extirpation of defective stocks, those human weeds which threaten the blooming of the finest flowers of American civilization.
She talked about the need for race betterment through controlling these weeds, basically undesirable people.
In 1939, after opening another clinic in Harlem, the birth control activists launched the Negro Project, an initiative supported by black leaders, such as civil rights activist W.E.B. Du Bois. Critics claim the program used the pretense of better health and family planning for poor blacks in the South as an attempt to limit the black race. Ludwig says some on the left grapple with Sanger's past and how to interpret her legacy.
They know when she writes about human weeds, they know that it's repulsive. They know it's disgusting. The left will never abandon Margaret Sanger because if they do, she's the foundation of so many of their views.
Sanger once shared her vision for a preferred race at a women's branch of the Ku Klux Klan, writing in her autobiography,
Always, to me, any aroused group was a good group.
Despite those views, liberals praise Sanger's work while ignoring her history.
Let me get this right. This is what y'all was fighting for. This is what y'all was fighting for. Helping destroying the black race. Like, why did Kamala Harris go talk about the A word? And you know what I mean by the A word. I can't say this on this channel, but you know what I mean by that. Why did Kamala Harris go talk about the A word at the HBCUs instead of going to them white colleges and talk about the A word? Explain that. Also, why did she go to Africa knowing that she need help, trying to give them $100 million so that way they could promote that rainbow agenda? Explain that as well. Like, it's sad to see that black women has unlived black folks more than any other race. Since 2023, black women averagely over 1,000 A words a week. And this is what y'all wanted up in office. This is what y'all was crying and whining and complaining about not being elected as president for 2025 and for the next 4 years, to say the least. Wow, man. Wow. Hey, man, it is what it is. If y'all want more reaction videos like this, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. This is Illz, Keep It Real TV, signing out. Holla, Illz.